Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. It's awesome to lay eyes on you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your energy. And this morning, as I sat here in the treehouse, I was thinking a lot about today's message. And I believe you're going to deeply connect with this message because this community is deeply purpose filled. But a lot of us sometimes, you ever find yourself kind of navigating through your life, going through your day, and sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, what is my purpose? You're maybe in a workspace that isn't fully connecting in your heart. You're navigating in a relationship that you're looking for something deeper. You're looking for more intimacy. You're looking for someone to maybe see you, really see you, and you can be vulnerable in front of, and how that will affect and deepen your ability to discover, or at least very much open to the idea of pursuing your purpose. And I want to talk about the science of purpose and some of the questions that we know help to get the brain and the heart, and I believe our soul, to open up and have a better understanding of what purpose really means. And I've always carried this idea when I was in my early 20s, when I changed my entire life, literally. I moved away from a lot of dark things. I spent some time in India. I moved into an ashram. I spent years there learning how to connect with my heart, learning how to meditate, learning how to do what they call selfless service, and all the beautiful things that happened from there. And so much of this was connected to the idea of purpose. And there was a time when I was sitting in meditation. I was in my early 20s, and spiritually something just dropped in and said, purpose is simply, James, when your gladness meets the world's hunger. The thing that makes you glad, absolutely connecting and feeding the world's hunger. That's a beautiful definition, and I've been carrying that now for over 30 years, and what we do here is a big part of my gladness. I know that we feed each other with our opening to share the work that we're doing, the heroic way that we want to show up in the world and be the change. So here's 5 questions that I know that research is now underscoring, showing how our brains, when we ask these questions, this gets our brain to open up. It helps with a thoughtfulness. It helps with a kind of a courageous discipline to dig in and start to really unpack the things that we know brings us gladness and gives us this deeper sense of aliveness, and also helps to augment our courage to pursue them, which is probably one of the hardest things, right? So you may find yourself going, you know, I really know what my gladness is, and I know when I'm doing it and how it feels the world's hunger. But I have to feed my courage too. I have to feed my courage to really go after my dreams and go after the living of my purpose full out, unapologetically. So here you go. First question is, who are you? And then you go, I am, and drop in that gladness. Drop in that thing that you know when you're doing it. You are feeding the person in front of you. And on a macro level, you believe that message or that energy or that action will and feed the world around you. Number 2, what do you love to do? Now, don't dismiss this like, I love to garden. Well, great. But how does that experience do something for you, whether it's lower your stress or help you feel more connected to the earth literally? Or how does that experience then help you to go into the world and be more peaceful and be more purposeful? It's all about how it is that you do what you love in order to give you something that helps you to rise into an experience of greater purpose and greater aliveness and greater courage to do what you know you came here to do with your life. That's purpose. Number 3, who do I do it for? Do you do it for your partner? Do you do it for yourself? Do you do it for your family, your friends? Do you do it for God? Do you do it for the universe? What we know is that purpose has to be deeply connected to something bigger than ourselves. You think of the Okinawan word ikigai. Ikigai simply means I have a reason to get up in the morning that's bigger than me. And what they have found is that the Okinawans live longer because they have a direct connection to their purpose every single day. It's the first thing they think about. I have a reason to get up in the morning that's bigger than me. It's bigger than my ego. It's bigger than just something that's going to help me to satisfy a brief sense of happiness. It's the deepest meaning of my life and what drives me to go out in the world and shine my light. It's awesome. 4, what do those people want or need from me? When I think about bringing my purpose in the world, what is it that their hunger is all about? I believe so strongly it's all about them having an opportunity to witness someone fully awake, fully going for it in their life, being a demonstration, not preaching about it, but living all about it. Being the demonstration, being the example. The Dalai Lama once said to an audience that I was sitting in, it was so profound. He said, I do a lot of ministry. The best ministry I do, however, has no words. It's just the minister of action, courageous, loving action. Don't talk about it, be about it. And lastly, how do they change? By what and with I give to them. How does the world change when you courageously step into your purpose and express it with love? You do the thing that gets you up in the morning that's bigger than you for something bigger than you. Think about that. And how does it change everything? We get changed, but how does it change all those around you? That's where intrinsic motivation kicks in, gives us the courage to have the opportunity to, again, your gladness, meeting and then feeding the world's hunger. So with that, thank you for feeding mine. Thank you for living your purpose. And thank you for helping us together create a life that we love. Much love and many blessings. Bye for now.